Alright, this week's technique of the week, wanted to get a couple of them knocked out pretty quick for you so we could get some new content up online. The first one that we're going to cover is a new Darce setup. It's one that we haven't covered before. It's not necessarily a new setup, but it'll be new for this series. What we're going to do is we're going to go to it off of the series from the Crucifix. We're going to briefly touch on some of the Crucifix options, and then we're going to go into a new setup. So to set up the Crucifix, we're going to set it up from side control. And we're going to have our good stapled grip down. Now, the problem right now is this arm, okay? He's always going to try to check this hip to create space to recover guard. So from here, we've already covered how we reach down, we grab just below the elbow and the tricep, and we switch our base. Now when we switch back, we put our knee on the ear, and now we've got this picked, right? And now we can establish a good high side control. And for the Crucifix option, what I like to do is I'll generally like to try to catch this with my elbow and just kind of glue it to the floor and then start working it up. Now, whenever you're going to transition to the Crucifix, we make a fist and we drive it to his armpit. And I like to catch the armpit and pull, okay? Really opening it up. And I like to get as high up on the back of the head as I can without losing it. So from this position, we've covered some of the basic positions. You know, you can step out and go around. Okay, so now you've got paper cutter choke, you've got an arm bar, you've got some really cool options from there. And some guys will tap just from the discomfort of the Crucifix. But what we want to do is when we transition, boom, switching, coming back in, what I want to do from here for this choke, driving this up and catching it, and I want you to pay attention to this arm, okay? So when I catch this and I'm driving up right here, my hip is going to stay really high up. My right hip, and I'm going to walk around the crown of his head. And as I do that, this arm, I'm trying to leave my leg out of the way, is going to slide over like that. Okay? So as I cross, this arm slides over and just transitions. And I'll end up right here in a good Darce position. Let's look at that from a different angle. We're in side control, I grab, transition, switching, knee to the ear, really holding this up high. Coming back, good solid side control position. Driving his arm up, catching it for the Crucifix position. Okay? As I transition, I'm walking right here. Now watch this arm. From here, it just slides around. Right as I transition. Catching, and then again, always sprawl out, breathe in deep, shrug your shoulders. We're here, I'm going to pick, driving my left knee in. Switching, driving down. Okay? Good high side control. Driving the arm up, catching it for the Crucifix, and watch as I walk my hips around, I'm going to transition this arm. Okay, so as I come up and around, it just pops over right here. Now, I'm in a good position to finish out the Darce. So Darce choke from the Crucifix position goes real nicely with some of your other options from the Crucifix. It's one more way that you can start attacking in a series of chains.